Hello, welcome back to Beholdle, everyone's favourite 3.5e D&D monster guessing game. We did not win yesterday. It was a tricky one. Very tricky indeed. And so we didn't win. In fact, nobody did. All three of us failed yesterday's challenge. So that is goes to show that sometimes it's a bit hard, a bit obscure. But that's part of the fun. It turns out it was a pretty good monster in the end. And so it's a bit of a learning experience. But we're ready to win today. Here's today's Beholdle. Will it be hard? We don't know. We're about to find out. Beholdle is a game where the database will choose a monster from a database of roughly 4,000 3rd edition monsters. And we will attempt to guess which monster that is by narrowing down the criteria a la Wordle and all those similar style of games. Although it is a little bit more complex than Wordle, if I'm honest with you. We're going to start with my favourite starter for now, which is still the huge water elemental. Let's see what we get. Okay, interesting. This is very interesting indeed. So yellow on extra planar or water generally leans me towards extra planar first, as you probably well know. Smaller than huge, but higher than CR8. Not neutral. So humanoid-shaped outsiders are probably a good place to lean into here. A demon or a devil is a classic. Any on the environment. It's very planar. It's also any is a common one for NPCs, named NPCs. Not in the MM1, so we can rule out all the bog standard common sort of Bartezu and Tanari. So I think we want to hit an outsider. I think we want to hit either a demon or devil. I'm kind of fine either way here until we have more info. I'm tempted to hit something fairly high CR. Like how high is the C? Oh yeah, we need something that's not in the core MM though. So some sort of demon or devil offshoot that would have sufficient challenge rating. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember the rating of the different Abishai. I can't remember which is the strongest. So we could just hit one fairly randomly. We could just hit a revisionist one. Malabranch, how high is a Malabranch? I feel like it's fairly high. Pit Fiend obviously high, but I'm worried they might be huge. I can't remember if they're large or huge, and I think they might be huge. Zerfel Sticks. How high is a Zerfel Sticks? Let's do it. Let's get the Tyrant's revision. Okay. Interesting. So we are a large outsider. We are lawful, but not a Bartezu. And we need to bring the CR down a bit. So we're lawful good outsider then. Oh, so are we some sort of Archon? Now I've got to think about the Celestials. So the Fiends, you got Devils are lawful evil, Demons are chaotic evil, Yugloths are neutral evil. Now this same concept is mirrored with the Celestials, right? You've got your lawful goods, which I think are the Archons. Chaotic good is Cardinals? And then you've got what's the other type? Oh my god, what's the other good type? Not oh my god. That's gonna nibble away at my brain. I think we're in Archon territory though. Which means I'd be tempted to say we're looking at deities and demigods as the source material here. There might be some angels in the other MMs. The next question is, which one is large? So it's definitely not the Hound Archon. That's in the MM1. Pretty sure the Lantern Archon is in the MM1. And I want to say the third one is the Sword Archon. It could be the Trump Archon. It's one of those, I think. But I think we're in Archon territory. We've certainly got to try one. The Hound Archon Hero is interesting. This could be Book of Exalted as well. That's another option. The Justice Archon. Owl Archon. I'm trying to think which is large. I don't remember what the word Archon is. The Hammer Archon sounds like it would be pretty big. Hey Thunder, have you succeeded at today's? The Hammer Archon is any underground. That is wild. I guess it's sort of slightly dwarfish, but we are in Celestial. We are lawful good. We're missing, unless the Earth subtype is the error there. I still think we're on a. You got a bitter failure. Oh dear. Well, that undermines my confidence in it being an Archon. Ooh. It is. Look, Archon X playing a good lawful. We are in the right territory. And it is BOED. Okay, so not the Throne Archon. Let's go for the Justice Archon Champion. Oh! Oh, this is going to be difficult, isn't it? So not the Justice Archon. What is an Owl Archon? How big are those? Close but no cigar. It's slightly stronger than an Owl Archon. Okay. I'm going. Have we done word? No. Oh, you son of a bitch. Which it's going to be the last one I try. Is it Sword Archon? Are they not from the MM1? Trumpet Archon. Right, let's go Sword first. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, Trumpet. No! Oh no! Oh no, Hound Archon Hero? What have we not done? Warden Archon. Let's go Warden Archon. Nope. Oh my god, it was a named Archon. Oh. Ziamaril, the champion of Brachial. What book are we in? BOED 126. Hold that thought. Right. We've got to brush up on our angels, my guys. That was a hard one. Page 126. Sample champion of Barakiel, Ziamiril. Ziamiril, the Sword Archon, is a dedicated servant to Barakiel who can be called using the planar ally or planar binding spell. Blah blah blah. Angels blah. He's basically a Sword Archon with one level of fighter. surprising. Is there not a picture of him? No. But there we go. Main ones suck. I mean, yeah, kind of. That was a bit of a tricksy one, wasn't it? That was a difficult one to get. And it's so easy to slide into Archon territory here and be like, it's got to be one of these, right? But not quite. Man. That is, but good to remember. Store that away in your brain file. Because I don't know if we get dupes or not. I don't know enough about how PHP handles randomized numbers using Mersenne twists. I'm not a math boy. I don't understand. So maybe it'll come up again. You never know. You knew the names of the big Archons, but didn't think of the followers. Yeah, that's how they get you. Oh man, that was tricksy. What happened in Discord? Let's have a look. Orang crashed out. Look at all that green. Where did he go? Let's have a look. Wow, he hit Angel straight away on his second guess. I guess he ruled out Evil already, so that was pretty handy actually. Straight into the classic Solar Angel. Then a Cardinal. And then settled nicely into Archon territory. Very good, very good. So good, solid guesses. Like you can't, he's guessing Archons. It's a solid strategy. I don't blame him. It's a rough one. Thunder. Oh, that is the neatest Beholdle graph we've seen for a long time. Look at that. It's like a middle finger. Like it's giving you the bird. We went from Shadow Dragon to Astral Construct. That's a weird choice. What was the rationale there? Just going for something neutral. True neutral. I mean, you'd already ruled out Material and Shadow, though. Which was, you thought they'd have a subtype. I mean, that's fair, I guess. But yeah, believe it or not, they did not have the Sonic subtype. I think they don't have any native PowerPoints. Trumpet Archon followed that up with. I mean, again, makes perfect sense. You've gone through Chaotic Evil, you've gone through Double Neutral, straight into Archon territory like I did. Absolutely sensible. Hitting the MM1 first, good choice. Get that ruled out. Good way of tackling it. Sword Archon. Man, hitting that Sword Archon right there and being so close. And then again, just the exact same beats I hit. Warden, Owl, Throne. And then Barakiel the Messenger, which is like, that is, oh, you must be like kicking yourself. That's two super close guesses that unfortunately just don't hold up. Oh, what a good one. What an interesting one. The right one was in the drop down. Yeah. Material makes sense. Yeah. Well, that was a good Beholdle. That was super tricksy. But sometimes that's the way it's gonna be, I think somewhere along the lines, I think we'll get better at spotting when it's a tricksy one. Because I think, especially here, like these Archon layouts from the BOED, what have we got? We've got a 15, an 11, an 11, and an 8. So, like, in some ways, like, seeing these patterns... Because, like, I don't know if you've looked through a lot of... like, when they tend to present a bunch of monsters on a themed book, it's quite common to hit sort of 8, 12, 16. For obvious reasons. And the same with NPCs when they're showing off prestige classes. You'll find a lot of them fall between the 8 to 12 range unless they have some heavy prereqs, in which case they'll hit 15 and 16. Which are good because, like, they're targeting those sort of higher tiers of play. It's quite easy to, like, you know, there's a lot of like low level monsters. There's a lot of stuff that can easily be leveled up your class levels. So hitting those middle grounds gives you room to customize them a bit as well. So like 8 is great for like end of tier 2, start of tier 3. You've got 12, which is slap bang in the middle of tier 3 and can easily be pushed up for a more epic threat. And then 16, just your entry level point for tier 4. You know? I think that's why they do it. Big fan of enemies with character levels and prestige classes. Yeah. Yeah. That's why a lot of like basic humanoid races are very low in terms of challenge rating, just so you can do that with them, so that they've got that room to sort of heavily customize them. Cool. Right. I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna head out and do some adulting and be back around 6 p.m. for shenanigans with the boys. One of your biggest gripes with 5e is the lack of decent enemy building material. Yeah, I mean, don't get me started. Don't get me started on all the weird design decisions in 5e. I hate making monsters for 5e because I don't know where to begin half the time. It's just clutching at straws. You're just guessing, just hoping that what you built will hold up when you actually throw it at some players. Anyway, I've got to go. I'm going to leave you. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I'll catch you later on, 6 p.m. GG. Bye-bye. Bye.